I think just to start, I think it might be reassuring to many of us in the room tonight to remember that my mom's career was not a straight line. She was not an overnight success as a writer. Most writers are not. There were struggles, book signings that my mom would talk about where there were just a few friends there, TV shows that she was bumped off of and had to come back the next day. Even later in her career, there were projects that she wanted to do, but she was unable to get off the ground. If she had a straight line, it would have been my dad. They were married for 46 years. My mom always attributed her success to marriage, that they never had a serious conversation in their life. But I think it was much deeper than that. My dad was not her manager. He was not her agent. He was her husband. He was her supporter. Later in life, he was her caregiver. He respected her career choices in an era when a lot of husbands may have been intimidated or threatened by a woman's success. That was not my dad. And she in turn respected his career as a teacher and an administrator, whether it was encouraging him to get his PhD later in life, attending Red Cross events. They were supportive of each other, and they respected their differences, and there were many. My dad was a marathon runner. My mom was a shopper. My mom was funny. My dad was witty. My dad was patient, and he loved consensus and groupthink. And my mom would probably bristle from the newspaper's editor's recommendation that she change a word and suggest that maybe he should start his own column. After my mom's passing in 1996, it's not a surprise that my dad wanted to give his blessing and also his support to this workshop. He was so proud of it and so proud of all the people involved in it. It embodied three things: his love of the University of Dayton, this wonderful university, his love of learning, and of course his love for my mother. Encouraging, nurturing, hand-holding, that is what he did for my mom. And I think that's what this workshop aspires to do for all of us. So with that, I'd like to show you a tribute video that the university and Terry Rizvi put together.
We don't expect all these 350 so people to come out and imitate Erma Bombeck, but we would hope it would open up doors for them and make them feel more confident about their own writing.
When Dayton native Bill Bombeck died at the age of 90, Parade called him a champion of women's storytelling. He leaves a legacy of kindness that will forever remind the world of the power of understanding and listening to the stories of others. He was the silent partner behind the woman who was the hilarious voice for the foibles of family life, the man whose behavior could inspire a column, the father of the children who gave her more material than she could keep up with, and the friend who held her hand and supported her in a journey that was always 100% a family affair. During his life, Bill crossed the paths of writers, educators, university presidents, celebrities, high school students, marathon runners, and everyday people. At his core, he was a teacher, and he always put others first. As longtime national chairman for disaster services for the Red Cross, he helped those struggling to rebuild their lives. When Erma died in 1996, he started the Erma Bombeck Organ Donor Awareness Project as a resource for the 100,000 Americans waiting for a life-saving kidney transplant. His spirit of generosity is reflected in the teachers who touch the hearts and minds of children in the Bombeck Family Learning Center on the University of Dayton's campus. We lovingly dedicated the 2018 Erma Bombeck Writers Workshop in his memory. We will always treasure Bill's wit, generosity, and personal involvement in starting and helping to build this workshop into a wildly popular creative pilgrimage for writers from around the nation and beyond. If you measure someone's life by the smiles they were responsible for creating, Bill Bombeck built an empire. He showed us not only how to live with humility, laughter, and joy, but how to support others as they find their own beautifully funny and incredibly important voices. how grateful we are for Bill Bombeck and his legacy.
But wait, there's more. There's a lovely surprise. Mr. Bombeck left to the Erma Bombeck Writers Workshop $230,000. And he left an equal amount to the Bombeck Family Learning Center here at the University of Dayton. It's wonderful. Phil Donahue once said about the Bombecks, the most fun on Cushwood Drive in Centerville was at the Bombecks. And I would add to that the most compassion and kindness too. Thank you very much.